Their loyalty was mine after I gained financial freedom. Long Jing'an held her from behind and said, "Then I will go try it." Shen Yuan thought to himself, this might also be related to favorability. After all, Qiao Lei's favorability had not yet reached 60, so asking her to do this was indeed a little embarrassing. Long Jing'an looked at Qiao Lei and said, "Qiao Lei, what's wrong with you? You can't accept it?" She crossed her arms. Qiao Lei blushed and said, "The clothes are too revealing, especially this collar." Long Jing'an hesitated and said, but aren't your cosplays kind of like this too?" Qiao Lei shook her head and said, "That's not this outrageous. Cosplay outfits are actually pretty conservative. They don't expose important parts. But look at this. It's just a few thin pieces of fabric. And we'd be doing it together." Long Jing'an wiped a bit of sweat from her brow and said, "You were the one who suggested it, but you're also the one backing out at the last moment. Don't you want to gain a more important position in Shen Yuan's heart? From the looks of it, this is the simplest and most effective way." Qiao Lei clenched her fists and said, "I do want to, but I feel like using this method means I'd have no dignity at all." Long Jing'an sighed inwardly and said to herself, "Why do you think everyone is getting close to Shen Yuan? Don't you already know? Besides, this isn't selling your dignity. It's just playing a little wilder." She stared at Qiao Lei and continued, "Since it's already about dignity, then I'll go tell Shen Yuan. You can go rest in the next room." Qiao Lei was silent for a long moment. "Thank you." 5 minutes later, Qiao Lei walked into the room and softly called out, "Shen Yuan." Long Jing'an and Shen Yuan were sitting on the couch. Shen Yuan looked up and said calmly, "Jing'an told me, go back to your room and rest." Qiao Lei froze. I thought Shen Yuan would be angry, but he doesn't seem to care at all. His indifferent attitude makes me feel completely dispensable. Am I really that unimportant to him? Tears welled up in her eyes. I've accumulated tens of thousands of followers on Kaiyin, and every day I receive dozens of direct messages from admirers. I've always been confident, but when it comes to Shen Yuan, he's hot and cold, distant yet close, making me constantly doubt myself, even feel inferior. Especially his coldness just now. It gave me an unprecedented sense of frustration. She stood in front of the mirror, crying silently. Suddenly, Shen Yuan held her from behind and asked, "Why are you crying?" Qiao Lei wiped her tears and said, "It's nothing." Shen Yuan spoke softly. "I didn't mean anything else. I just didn't want to force you. Actually, I also want to spend more time with you, but tonight won't work. There will be a next time. I really can't stand seeing girls cry." He added lightly, "You don't look good when you cry. Look at you. You've cried yourself into a little messy cat." Qiao Lei sniffed and retorted, "You're the messy cat." Shen Yuan chuckled and said, "Go look in the mirror yourself." Qiao Lei looked up and met her reflection, blushing. Shen Yuan said, "You look better when you're not crying." He gently lifted her face. Qiao Lei whispered, "Am I pretty?" "Of course you are," Shen Yuan replied. "The women I like are never ugly." Qiao Lei hesitated before asking, "Then why are you still treating me like this?" Shen Yuan answered calmly, "You're just being too sensitive. I've actually always cared about you." Qiao Lei looked up at him. "Really?" "Of course." She took a breath and said, "Then don't treat me like that again in the future." Her favorability toward Shen Yuan rose to 63. Shen Yuan smiled faintly. "Of course." He thought to himself, for a proud and confident girl like Qiao Lei, you need provocation, firmness first, then gentleness. Suddenly, Qiao Lei hugged him tightly and said, "I'm not leaving. I'm staying here tonight." Shen Yuan asked, "You've thought it through this time?" "Yes," she said firmly. "I've thought it through." Shen Yuan paused before saying, "How about you go to the next room first? Get used to it a bit more." Qiao Lei shook her head. "No, I'm staying right here." Long Jing'an listened from a distance and said to herself, so Qiao Lei was taken down by Shen Yuan just like that. As expected, Shen Yuan's skills ran deep. He always managed to precisely grasp a girl's heart. As she recalled their first encounter, she continued thinking, "The last time I was with Shen Yuan, I was completely flustered too. That sense of embarrassment. I still remember it clearly. Shen Yuan is really terrifying. But fortunately, I have already become his." Suddenly she made her decision. I cannot fall behind either. As she untied the ribbon, she suddenly jumped onto Shen Yuan's back. Qiao Lei cried out, "Shen Yuan, do not, ah!" Her skin trembled. Shen Yuan let out a low sound, As Long Jing'an and Qiao Lei worked together, Shen Yuan was completely overwhelmed. The next morning, 8 a.m., Shen Yuan woke up and thought to himself, last night was truly exhausting. 3 in 1 day. I definitely need to nourish myself. Long Jing'an's favorability. 72. Xiao Lei's favorability. 66. Shen Yuan reflected silently. After last night's lesson, both junior sisters' favorability increased. If this can be maintained in the future, I will not need to guide them separately anymore. As he sat up, Long Jing'an also woke. A few moments later, she gently dried Shen Yuan's hair and said, Lei Lei is still sleeping. Should we go eat the buffet breakfast, or have the room manager deliver it to the room? Shen Yuan replied, have it sent to the room. Order Xiao Lei's portion too. She might wake up later. After last night, you two are already close enough to call her Lei Lei? Long Jing'an blushed and said, you were the one who told me to call her that last night. Did you forget? Shen Yuan nodded slightly. That is true. I even forgot what I said last night. After eating, have the room manager arrange a car to send you back. I still have things to do, so I will not eat. I will head out first. Long Jing'an watched Shen Yuan leave and softly responded, Shen Yuan took out his phone and thought, Hui Hui has not replied to my messages. She is probably still sleeping in, then I will go work out first. Long Jing'an glanced at Xiao Lei, still sleeping on the bed, and thought to herself, from now on, the two of us will be tied together. Looking on the bright side, Shen Yuan should spend more time with us. Looking on the bad side, that time will have to be shared. I wonder if that is a good thing, or a bad thing. A few moments later, at the gym, Lu Menglu said, Skinny guy, this is your first time being late. Did you have fun until very late last night? Shen Yuan took off his jacket and replied, sort of. Lu Menglu narrowed her eyes. You have clearly reduced your training lately, so how did your body fat percentage actually go down? Shen Yuan answered calmly. Maybe this is what talent looks like. Lu Menglu scoffed. You did not secretly go work out somewhere else behind my back, did you? Thank you all so much for the continued support, my amazing OtakuGo viewers. I truly appreciate every single one of you. I've just created a new channel called OtakuGo Compilations. It's where I'll be uploading longer full-format videos so you can enjoy the content continuously without any interruptions. Please make sure to subscribe to OtakuGo Compilations and keep supporting the community. And as always, don't forget to leave a like, comment below, and share your thoughts. It really helps boost the analytics and keeps both channels growing. Once again, thank you for being part of the OtakuGo family. See you all in the next video.